all eyes are on Tianjin as the Indian Prime Minister heads to China for the SCO summit. A crucial meeting with the Chinese President Xi Jinping is on the cards. The big question is a new diplomatic warmth between Beijing and New Delhi over the last several months the start of something lasting or just another tactical pause in a rivalry defined by mistrust? Can the elephant and the dragon really tango?
Readying for the big stage, Prime Minister Modi's visit to China on August 31st will be his first to the country in 7 years. His meeting with President Xi there could turn out to be pivotal, tracking the build-up to understand how and where things stand. Modi's bilateral meeting with Xi is an opportunity for both sides to rebuild trust for a mutually beneficial partnership in areas like trade, investment and emerging technologies. India will expect China to address some of its trade restrictions related to manpower and equipment that impact Indian manufacturing and deliver on the promise to import more to reduce the $100 billion trade deficit. China will expect a transparent and non-discriminatory business environment for its companies. August 19th, just about a week back, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi in Delhi. The shot in the arm in a blue-hot, blue-cold relationship going back decades. Handshakes, smiles, tangible signs of progress. For the first time since the Galwan clash in 2020, both sides agreed to move on two tracks: talks on border issues as well as trade and business, together. The diplomatic thaw yielded some concrete outcomes too, building major bridges.
We've started the process of getting back on track onto the relationship between India and China, which existed before 2020 and before Galwan happened. But there are still, issues to be sorted out. We have restarted the de-escalation process on the border, which is the main issue as far as India is concerned. And then, of course, we've agreed to resume flights between India and China. We've also started issuing visas for Chinese businessmen, and later on it will be fully operational, this whole process. And of course, the Chinese have allowed, Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. 3 border points have been reopened, I would say, for border trade, which was suspended.
This thaw began last October in Kazan, Russia, on the sidelines of a historic BRICS summit. The ice after Galwan began to crack. Even now, though, the trust factor remains a fragile commodity. History looms strong still and the scars run deep. The Galwan clashes of 2020, the 2017 Doklam standoff, the Nathula clashes in 1967, and that unforgettable India-China war of 1962, where Beijing was accused of backstab. The dance is not just about Delhi and Beijing. The return of Donald Trump has changed the global rhythm. New tariffs, 25%, then 50% on Indian goods. Trump's stepped-up trade war also extends to China. For both New Delhi and Beijing, pressure from Washington is a push to look closer at each other.
What has happened recently between China and India is a tactical adjustment, something which the Chinese also want, given the fact that they have too many other challenges as far as the United States are concerned. And in order to rise, in the future, China will need a neutral India, if not, a benign India.
And then there's Pakistan, China's quote-unquote all-weather friend. On issues like Pakistan, China has rarely stood with India. The trust deficit remains very real.
In fact, the last Operation Sindoor activities saw a complete dependence on the Chinese information systems, the ISR as we call it, intelligence, and also the equipment which was supplied by the Chinese. The Pakistan is dependent on that on a very large extent. And going forward, I don't see that receding.
So where does that leave the elephant-dragon tango? Yes, they are dancing again, taking careful steps and making cautious moves. but they are far from partners just yet. Can the Modi-Xi meet in Tianjin improve compatibilities?
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.